Can we access any of the other rooms first? That one we have to do a thing to, and we might not even be able to do it. Nope. Wait, that's emergency exit only. Doesn't seem like emergency exit. Open world map. Nice. God, look at Rex. So hot. Oh. Oh, they seem to be on our side.
Stand down.
Guns away, fellas.
Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
Can they run a train? No autopsy, no foul.
I take it you've encountered those things.
Encountered, fought, seen men ripped apart by. We're all working on stems. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
My name's Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
What are they?
We've never seen anything like them. What do you know?
I'm no xenobiologist. They're fast, vicious, and there's a hell of a lot of them. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
The board center?
Venezia. Is she still over there?
I don't know. I don't see what one person could do. There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. Can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
Yeah, what do they do here?
What kind of research is done here?
Beats me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
Yeah, but people started dying. Like, it's a...
Tell me about the
that's a problem,
defenses
right?
here.
Secure enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
I was just impressed with your operation. Being able to weather a week of assaults is no mean feat.
Only the best get assigned to high-security facilities like this. What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and cameras. They're all routed through a central location out by the quarantine labs. One guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
Did the bugs come from the labs, though?
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from the outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Yep, bugs came from the labs.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable one. Something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. We've got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only.
Listen. I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
Well, I got you.
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
So, Saren's got Geth and Rachni. Why would he want to bring the Rachni back into... to kill humans? No, he's got to know that's too dangerous.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. They made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
But then how do they
I've got work
get
to
the
do.
Arachne gone?
Yeah,
Because
I
they
hear
can't
that.
use the Krogan since the breeding issue.
Hell! Man the perimeter!
I smell trouble.
They just spawned in. Why didn't they lift?
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
No problem.
I'll do whatever I can.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
Well, because it doesn't hurt the individual one. Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt the colony. It just hurts the individual one. Okay, so we can have a look around here. She's in the hot labs. Okay. So that's where we came up from. We're just gonna poke around back here. Okay, medbay. Yeah. Poor Rex, he got lost again.
What?
You're a member of the science teams.
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic-enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
That was... Speak plain.
Think you could translate that into galactic?
It's a genetic thing. Forget it.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Alestia Ialis from the University of Arraeus. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or should I just spout random facts?
Did I interrupt something?
I was meditating. I suppose to a species as brash as yours, it would appear to be inattention.
Bit harsh.
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Do you know President Huerta of Earth? I did not think so.
But she's here.
Benezia passed through here. You didn't see her?
I saw
Yeah, she
her.
grumpy.
You asked if I knew her. I do not.
That's all for now.
Then I will return to my meditations.
Science pukes. She just bug out.
Got a smoke? We're all out.
What? No! Sorry, I haven't had much sleep since the attack. Yeah, is there something you need?
It's lab.
What sort of work do you do here?
I can't say. I signed a non-disclosure agreement. If we survive, I'd like to keep my job. The location is terrible, but the pay is better than any other commercial lab.
You don't like it here?
You're not happy on Peak 15?
The outside world doesn't exist here, just walls of ice and rock. There's only the work, the discovery. It's easy to forget why science is guided by ethics. Maybe you were paying for that now.
Yeah.
What do you know about the hot labs?
Nothing, I didn't work there. As far as I know, Han Olar was the only survivor.
Where is he?
Is he in the medical ward?
No, he's staying in the science team's quarters. Be gentle with him. He had a trying experience.
What do you do here?
I'm a toxicologist. I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything since the accident.
There was an accident here?
I can't talk about what happened. Not here. Too public. Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. He was the project lead.
Okay.
I'm looking for an Asari.
Sorry. Well, there's Dr. Ialis over there. There's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
Yeah, he told me she was in the hot labs.
How are you holding up?
It would be petty to complain after showering off a coworker's brain. None of us have had enough sleep since the attack.
Whew.
Of course, not all of us have guns.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
After showering off a coworker's brain. Yeah, that's gotta be not pleasant. Hey, dude.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
Good question.
It seems I've been caught up in events.
Sympathetically. Everyone here could say the same. For now, with forced cheer. I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
You're running a store. Love it.
This doesn't seem like the time for commerce.
With nervous amusement. I have nothing else to do. Why not continue to run my kiosk?
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventralis.
That's okay. If I can get these I don't know what these licenses are, but I have a feeling they could be good. Oh, that's rubbish. Alright, let's sell some stuff since game's trying to tell me I have too much stuff. Type, sort. Type, pistols. There we go. What else do you want to sell? Some snipers? Yeah, get rid of those. Get rid of that. I'll probably get rid of most of this armor. I probably should put some stuff on the other guys. Do I have any other Turians? I don't have any other Turians, and I don't have another Krogan, so I can definitely get rid of the Krogan armor. And what's-her-face? What does what's-her-face wear? The Quarian. Is there Quarian armor, or does she wear human armor? That's enough. Okay, who else do we have in here? Scientist. 6 scientists.
Where did they come from? Were they in the lab?
You're not going to go to the hot labs.
Okay, go into the guard barracks. Oh, I could have sold that to the dude. Okay, 2 doors. That one goes downstairs. This one goes to the secure lab. Okay.
Warning. Watchdog protocol is active.
Just in case. So maybe we're not allowed in here? And we're able to just walk through afterwards. Am I talking about Liara Tassoni? No. She's a... whatever the blue things are. An Asani. Which reminds me, I wonder what... so I think she wears human armor as well. The Quarian's Tali in the engine room.
Warning. Watchdog protocol is active.
So I can't open that, but then they're going to open up. But there's stuff in there. Down in the med bay. Where is this sending us?
Hang on. I know you got a cure by now.
Hello.
What do you want?
What's wrong with them?
Were they attacked by the aliens?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you want to. I could help.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
Yeah, I fixed her.
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These 3 were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I understand your caution, but I need details. What you say won't go beyond these walls.
It's a bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature, but there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. They kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
It doesn't matter how safe you make it. Biological weapons are illegal.
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
You don't have a cure.
You made this, but can't cure it. Don't you people take notes?
Our first priority was getting it working. We were close to synthesizing an antidote when Mira went down. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
I can be pretty persuasive.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
I need to get into the maintenance areas.
I have a pass, but there's nothing back there, just snow. Well, snow and maintenance access.
Things are gonna hit the fan in this place. Slip me the card and I'll keep your team safe.
I have your word on that. Just don't tell the guards. They're twitchy enough.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
Me too. Alright. The back door. Is that the one? Is that this area back here? I guess not. Oh, that's that elevator. Let's speak to dude first. Yo, dude.
Something you need?
I want to help Dr. Cohen.
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but
We can't risk contamination now.
Let us risk it.
We're not part of your defense plans. We're consuming extra rations, extra metagel.
yeah, but you also have extra guns. All right, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full scan before he'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
That's fair. Oh,
If that's the only way you'll let us in, I agree.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
Okay, so we're going that way. So we would have taken the elevator and we would have got turned back by a guard. So I'm glad we came and went and talked to him. Rainbow carrot seeds. Do the carrots, are they a cross between purple carrots and orange carrots? Do they do that sort of thing? Look at the guard. It's this little dude.
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
They're yellow, orange, red, and purple. Nice. You mean the aliens?
You mean those things out there?
Yes. I'm the only survivor from the hot lab, you know.
Tell me about them.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Don't screw with me, they can't be Rachni.
See, he knows they're extinct, but they're different. Well, we know they're Rachni because it says Rachni on the on their nameplates.
Where did they come from?
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane.
Tell me about it.
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team lead would have access. Like Dr. Cohen.
Yep.
He's in the medical bay.
I heard you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
Answer the question.
Doctors on ME1. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram, and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon.
Little graphic.
I closed the door. I killed her.
Tell me what you know. I'll make your survival mean something.
You think I want absolution? There is none.
Could Matriarch Benezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
Right.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
Okay, this one will get you. How can you tell jokes? So this hydrogen atom says to another hydrogen, I lost my electron. And the
Oh, I see. That was the emergency exit, which he said he could maybe enter. Quarantine labs are there.
The other hydrogen says, man, are you sure?
You're not part of the crew.
I'm here to make a cure.
I have Ventralis' permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
Do it. I'm starting to wonder if we want to open this door. It's a medkit. We'll do that after we fight whatever's in here. Make a cure. Research notes. We've isolated 4 chemicals that can be combined to counteract the toxin. They must be mixed in precise quantities. As each chemical is poured, the equipment will mark the minimum and maximum amount that will work. Too little or too much will spoil the result. Oh, I see. Cure created.
Your mission ends here, Shepard.
Wait, what?
We'll see about that, bitch.
Oh.
You're a sleeper agent for Benezia.
I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
She's got Geth with her and a commando. Oh, we're looking good here.
Commander, looks like that Asari doctor killed the guard.
Hmm. Can you just see what happened?
They came out of there.
The Geth?
You mean the inorganics the Asari had with her?
Venezia brought them with her.
Yep.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
No, we'll be heading up there later. Let's go deal with this first.
Is that the cure? You did it?
I was ambushed in the lab you sent me to. If you set me up...
You were attacked? I don't know anything about that. I hate conflict. I've never even fired anyone. I have my receptionist do it. Look, the guards, they've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
Yes. Speaking of that back area.
What about the maintenance area? Do you have access to that?
The maintenance area? Yes. Take my pass. But there's just snow.
He's already given us the pass.
Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough that... Oh, God, what a cliché. You saved their lives, do you know that?
Could you spare a few medical packs? They're worth their weight in gold up here.
You didn't get these from me. Ventrolis wanted them saved for his people. I need to administer this. Thanks again.
He's alright. Okay, I don't know why it's still got the exclamation mark there, but... Unless I'm supposed to pick up his pass from somewhere. Like he said, take my pass. Maybe, yeah, maybe I need to actually get it. Pretty sure we... Doubtful.
This system is online and ready to provide emergency services.
We don't need anything right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Oh, good. They're resting peacefully. That's nice.
They seem to be coming along well.
They don't look much better.
It'll take time for them to recover. They're through the worst.
Good news. I'll see you around.
Of course. Be careful.
I was wondering that myself, Pop Monkey. Definitely be cooler if they had like some mixed color weave in them, right? Alright, we're gonna go down there again and then. Yeah, I haven't seen multicolored ones either. We get $6,200 for killing the Arachne. So glad you guys are rich. Personal log, I don't care what the authorities say, something's happened to them. Entire colonies don't just stop responding for no good reason. If the Administrator won't do something, then I'll take a shuttle to the Hades Gamma cluster and deal with this myself. Ooh, that's a reason to go to Hades Gamma. We've also got a reason to go to, I think it was like Kepler Verge, maybe? Okay, we're not going up to restricted area just yet. Oh, that's Benezia. Isn't she supposed to be in the hot labs? Oh, the secure labs might be the hot labs.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
There's obviously no peaceful way to settle this.
Indeed.
Yeah, I can't see that being good. It didn't seem to do much. Feared Uncle Soren.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
Your troops are sloppy.
I expected better from Asari commandos.
I will not betray him. You will... You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions, briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
Like the Asari on Pharos.
We met Shiala on Pharos. She told us about Sovereign's indoctrination.
It is a terror to be trapped in your mind. To beat upon the glass as your hands torture and murder. I was powerless. Nothing but a tool for Saren. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
How do you lose a relay?
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
Focus.
Can I assume you found the coordinates?
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
You have to give me the location.
I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's location isn't enough. We need to know where to go from there.
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should... you should... die.
Oh. Well, almost. You are in a world of hurt now.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
Are you all there?
You're free of the indoctrination again?
I still hear it like metal on metal, squealing and reverberating. No light. They always said there would be a...
Yeah, the shield, hey. Blocking the camera. Uh-oh. Oh, dude. Is that Asari gonna break the glass?
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
It's the Rachni. Yeah.
Who am I speaking to here?
We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
I didn't come here to talk to bugs.
The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
Oh, they don't have a hive mind? So they're just running out there as, like, killer spiders. Or Rachni or whatever they are.
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
Because they're Rachnis.
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war, claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
Makes sense. A baby left alone in a closet until he's 16 won't be sane.
I mean, we'll kill them. We're gonna kill them anyway.
All right. I don't think they'll give me a choice anyway.
Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
There are acid tanks rigged up on that thing. Set them off. Millions of my ancestors died to put these things down. Don't let them come back.
If you kill her, you consign an entire race to death. We should let the Citadel Council decide her fate.
No way.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
Wait, like, I mean, I want to hear the dialogue, but I've got no interest in bringing the Rachni back into the galaxy.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No, I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, Hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
Okay, so we can free them. The top one looks like we leave them there alive. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like someone was controlling their hive mind to try and using them as their extermination tool, and then the council used the Krogan to counteract. If someone found them and used them as an extermination tool once before, they could do it again. I'm not leaving it here, and we're definitely not freeing it.
Make your peace with the galaxy. The Rachni are a dead race.
We can't exterminate them. Not without the Council's approval. Genocide is one of the reasons we fought the Krog...
You want to learn about genocide, Vigarian? I'll take you to a Krogan obstetrician's office.
Is our kind so frightening? You would seek our silence if you cannot muffle our songs? If you cannot have us as your obedient claws?
Yeah, that's right. They're just a weapon lying around for someone like Saren.
This time, stay dead.
We will not embrace the great silence.
Bye-bye. And Shepard looks so cold doing that too. I kind of want it to bust out so we can fight it. Kinda. Those eyes, man. Cold. You just know that had we let them survive, they would play a part somewhere, either for or against us in like Mass Effect 2.
I hate the cold.
Turians don't like the cold, Shepard. Did I ever mention that?
Or 3 even. Where's the chick we just knocked over? Oh yeah, well she was a standard grunt, so they disappear when they die afterwards. So we can leave via here, but we can also go up to the restricted area at some point. And we are going to go through this place and burn everything down. Eh? Have I played the whole series before? No, I haven't played any of it before. Hello, dude.
Are you here to secure the situation?
If you mean exterminate?
If by secure you mean shoot every monster I see, sure.
I am certain you are having strong feelings. But what has happened here, it is our fault. You understand?
What did you do?
I don't understand anything yet. What were you doing here?
Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
Oh yeah, man, I'm loving it.
They brought it here to wake it up?
Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Huh. No male?
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Arachni aren't obedient.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
We can't save them.
This is fascinating, but we don't have time to chat.
These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I wonder what if it would be different talking to the Queen if we'd done this part first.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
Kills everything within the station?
Once the purge is armed, we'll have to fight our way out. Give us a minute to patch up and rearm.
Sure. I wait here. I am not so much good for searching now, yes? Mother always say I would meet a bad end. I am feeling not so well.
How do I trigger the purge?
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct.
Oh. Where's the dude? Yeah, I guess he won't be giving Mira the command.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Mumble something.
Code input 875020079. Code Omega local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
Shepherd dead. Did mumble something actually work? No, I didn't use mumble something. I have the code. I was just laughing at the option. Oh, wow. I saw all the red dots. I'm like, what the crap? Oh, I get. Oh, they're all on the tanks. I have to go back around the other way. So, which one of these executive douchebags managed to take an egg with them? Oh, I can't go back up that way now? Oh, no. That means I can't go up to the restricted area. Ah. When I opened the door and I saw her in this room, we could have backed out too. Oh well. I don't know what I missed. I haven't played before. But yeah, these elevators are done now. Can't get back up. That's it. Time to leave. I don't know if I could have gotten up the other elevator, so we might not have actually missed something. But either way, if there's something there, we're not getting it. Such is life. Yeah, that was the thing. Like, we were at this juncture, and it was either go into the secure labs or go up this or have a look to go up this elevator. And I'm like, and I just thought, you know, we went this way, which then locked that door behind us. And this elevator to get back up the top to try and go around again was locked as well. Yeah, Rex would not be happy if we let that Arachne live.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu relay?
I don't know.
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
We're done here. Crew, dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
No.
Don't bother.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
That's gonna be the standard response. I'm not speaking to him. Jerks. Maybe if they weren't all being jerky McJerk faces, we'd have more to say. Find the conduit. Need to explore Pharos, Noveria, and Artemis Tower, which we have, and Vermeer. So Vermeer we haven't. Where is Vermeer though? That's not on the list. Rendezvous with Slayer and team. So before we do that, we definitely want to do some of these ones. Now these ones will take. We've got 3 new assignments that could lead us into colonies we haven't done. The missing colony is in Hades Gamma. I think we did go into the Horsehead Nebula though, for Strenus. So since we have, since we have been into the Horsehead Nebula, I think, the Strenus system. We'll find that. Let's have a look at the board. No, we've got to do the standard. Once you deny the council, we talk to everyone. As is tradition with companionship in RPGs, advance the main story, speak to everyone. You first, Caden.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezi anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting, though. Poor kid.
Yeah, what about the Rachni Queen?
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record, if we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
That's a good point.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I didn't figure you'd have time to talk with all that's going on. There's gotta be some xenobiologists who want to read about the Thorian.
And they can wait.
The paperwork will keep. Something on your mind?
I'm just looking for an ear. The debriefing wasn't the right place to say how ridiculous this is. Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
You can't blame them though. Smug aliens. We'll show them.
It's up to the Alliance to take its proper place, even if we have to kick its ass to convince it to kick theirs.
We're out here trying to save everyone. We can worry about who's king after the dust settles.
What about Vernus?
I don't know about that. Remember Vernus? There are a lot like him.
Yeah, there are. But there are a lot who aren't like him. But it was Vernus.
Another month with my favorite
How
Aussie.
human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
Severo, my dude, thanks so much for the 8 months. Appreciate the support, dude. How you doing, man? Having a good weekend? At least you got it, though. Actually, what happened?
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt a girl, broke her arm. She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without getting a nosebleed, you know? Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something.
Scoff some hot dogs?
Avernus
Nice.
lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up. A military-issue talon, right in my face. I cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. But at 17, that's something.
Good.
He deserved it.
It killed him, Shepard. Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Kinetics folded a couple of years later. So, yeah, maybe I hated that Turian. I mean, if one ass was enough to judge a whole race, I'd hate humans too.
Yeah, fair enough.
A reasonable stance. Keep that level head and we'll do fine.
Staying reasonable is about all we've got left. Everyone else in this galaxy seems to have gone out of their minds. Present company accepted, of course.
Yeah, you never know.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Nope.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Hey, cutie.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
You don't feel bad?
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Nice.
I like talking with you, Liara. No matter what the subject.
You have been very understanding with me, Shepard. Very patient. I appreciate that. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of Asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact. When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a very deep and spiritual exchange. We do not enter lightly into a union.
Spiritual exchange?
You make it sound almost mystical.
A true union goes far beyond an ordinary melding. It is a connection that transcends the physical universe. Two become one. Thoughts and senses merge, identities intertwine. Memories and emotions weave themselves together, becoming entangled in a single, rapturous whole. It is unlike any other experience. In some cases, it can be a truly life-changing event.
What about the age difference?
You Asari can live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner grows old and dies?
Some unions are a single encounter between two willing individuals, but there are cases where an Asari and her partner choose to remain together. When that happens, we do not focus on the inevitable loss. Instead, we enjoy the time we are given. And even after a partner has passed on, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Are you saying you want to...
No! Oh no! I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard. I am trying to explain why I have been so... reserved. The union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood of my species, the way we Asari evolve and grow as a society. That is why I have never... that is why we must choose our partners with great care.
I want you to be absolutely sure about this, Liara.
I am only 106, barely an adult by Asari standards, and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research. I never really thought about it. Not until I met you. You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth, the Reapers, I do not know if we are ready for this.
Well, we were chasing Rex, right? Because he's a beast of a man. You know, make any human alliance commander Spectre, you know, happy to curl toes, right? But apparently, developers decided he's not romanceable, so we're looking for backup options.
I'm ready, if you are.
Eager is not the same as ready, Shepard. There is too much at stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
Benezia was swept up in events beyond her control and lost herself. She fell under the spell of indoctrination and became part of the very thing she wanted to stop. But I will remember and honor how she lived, not how she died. My mother was strong, kind, and beautiful. And now she is gone.
Are you gonna be okay?
You are kind to ask, Shepard. I do miss her, and I grieve for what happened to her. But I will not let my grief interfere with what we are trying to accomplish.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
Yeah, there's no. We haven't seen any Asari males, because there are none.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
I mean, I guess if that's the case, Severo, you'll have to hit up one of the, whatever Garrus is.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Who was your father?
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her
The one
offspring.
time where pureblood is the derogatory term.
Why agree to the union if she didn't want any children?
I cannot answer that. This is all speculation on my part. It is possible she wanted to be part of my life, but something happened to her before she had the chance. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner.
Oh, we did that
Though
one.
I know my father, if you want to use that term, was
Benezia
others.
never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father.
Yeah.
I am what is sometimes called a... It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Maybe something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone,
we heard that
particularly if the
Alright, we're
father
done.
species is short-lived. Often the partner
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Ashley. What's his face? And Rex. Oh, and Tali. Hey, baby.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
And what about Jared?
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
And you went?
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Wait, what?
Jared was your father?
He was, until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, And that's why I'll never go back.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
No. Now that I have my family's armor again, there's nothing left for me.
Are you gonna wear it?
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Poor, misunderstood Rex. Sup, Ashley?
Commander?
Hey, how's things going with hooking up with Caden?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Skipper. They proved that 2,000 years ago. You made the right decision, Skipper. You know, you really should talk to T'Soni about her mom.
I already have.
She has to be hurting. Just saying, Skipper.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure, if you have time. Figured you'd be busy with tactical briefings and whatnot. Don't know what I think about us attacking today, of all days. Kind of an ill omen.
I must have stay.
You mean on the anniversary of the first contact war?
The end of it, yeah. My family always marks it. I'm the only Williams here. I guess you'd be the only other one interested in it.
I'm interested.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
Your files are clean.
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
Ah.
I see. That's why you drive yourself so hard.
A Williams has to be better than the best, if only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me the night before he retired. Takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
So do you.
He refused to sacrifice his men just to save face for humanity. You planning to throw yourself on a sword to save face for him?
Would it make a difference? He's gone now. Dad's gone too. And who would it impress? I'll never be good enough for the Alliance. So now you know.
Cocky duck.
Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
It's going great, man. Super fun.
You're part of the team, Williams. I don't care what your grandfather did or didn't do.
Not to get all cheesy, but you're the first CO who's ever said that to me. Thanks, Skipper. But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
Yep. How you doing, man?
Dismissed, Chief.
What's going on up there?
Ma'am.
Where's sexy space cop? Garrus. Talk to me.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with C-Sec a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
You got the dry season pretty cold? Yeah, it's starting to get cold down here. Yeah, I haven't played any of it. This is my first playthrough, so it's been great. We just made the Rachni extinct for the second time, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. You know, it's what you need to do as an Australian is kill spiders, right?
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
20 degrees.
I remember this Solarian geneticist
You must be freezing.
sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
So what was it?
Both, actually. But it took us a while to figure that out.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample.
You're cold as you don't care what anyone says.
The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organs.
Yeah, but Severo, 20 degrees Celsius generally isn't cold either.
Hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
Went to his lab, hoping, I thought I heard that, hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set.
Wait.
Making a killing out there.
10,000 per one and 40,000 for a full set. Krogans have 4 nuts, man. No wonder they used to breed like rabbits.
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Yeah? Go on.
One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
What?
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off.
Oh.
Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside.
That's messed up,
so
man.
Nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
What?
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
Did Shepard just see him put out they grew organs inside people? No, I think the fact that they were growing them inside people to harvest them. For black market sales.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
Idiots.
No wonder you hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
A few casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing they'd died by now anyway. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Nice, give it to me.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find
Hey,
it.
dude, I'm not going to take anyone else on a mission. Like I want to take one of the stupid humans. Hey, Tali, how's it going?
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Theron's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
Like what?
What are you hoping to find?
Usually, people bring back something like a derelict ship we can use for salvage. But I need something bigger. There's a lot expected of me.
Why?
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
Wait, you're royalty.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
That's a lot of pressure.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage. Something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
What if we save the galaxy?
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian's ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
So what's the answer?
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under
good night,
Saren's
Valkyrie.
control.
I'll see you tomorrow after college.
We need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
What about your mother?
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
Are you close to your dad?
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with. And he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant. Like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it, not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
No, I think we heard that already.
About something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Oh, cool. We'll do the points when we take off. Although, should we? I wonder if at some point they're all going to need to have better weapons. Also, we could go, if we equip everyone, we could sell almost everything, right? You know that there's an official remake of KOTOR in the works right now, Kagi. Like, no joke, there's actually, like, it's confirmed. Rumor has it it's being done by the people that did the ports. But yeah, you can go Google and go get all excited over the internet. Fextra Life had some information on it, I think, in one of their recent, RPG news videos. I think. I watch a lot of, like, RPG videos, so and a lot of the stuff seems to meld into one. I can't be bothered giving her more stuff. Do I ever... spoilers allowed. Do I ever need to rely on everyone having gear? Like in that end scene in the end start in Origin... The end situation in Origins, where all the people you recruited are now fighting along your side at various times, and if you haven't equipped them, they're as useless as not being there. Or am I okay just not equipping stuff on only on the 2 people I take with me all the time? That was pretty funny though when I got at the end of Origins, and half the people that were fighting with me just couldn't do anything. I'm okay just to have the 2? Good. You don't think the game matters? Alright.